By the mid-13th century, the Crusaders became convinced that Egypt, the heart of Islam's forces and arsenal, was the obstacle to their ambition to capture Jerusalem, which they had lost for the second time in 1244. The Crusaders asked the Mongols to become their allies against the Muslims, where the Crusaders would attack the Islamic world from the west and the Mongols attacking from the east. Guyak, the great Khan of the Mongols, told the Pope's envoy that the Pope and the kings of Europe would submit to the Mongols, otherwise they were not helping. Therefore, in the end, no treaty was reached between the two great powers. Despite this, the Crusaders decided to launch their assault anyway. The ships of the 7th Crusade, led by King Louis's brothers, Charles d'Agen and Robert d'Artois, sailed from Marseille to Cyprus during the autumn of 1248, and then on to Egypt. The ships entered Egyptian waters and the troops of the 7th Crusade disembarked at Damatia, which caused mass panic in the town, forcing locals to flee. Soon after, the Knights Templar and an English contingent crossed the River Nile tributary, led by William of Salisbury, and launched a surprise assault on the Egyptian camp in Gildeya, which is the battle we see today. The Crusaders heavily outnumbered the Ayyubid, but would need to defeat them in order to continue the march forward to El Mansura, an Ayyubid stronghold that the Crusaders must capture. Hello and welcome back to another Medieval Kingdoms battle. Today we have the Knights Templar on the south side. They have just crossed this river to surprise attack this Ayyubid Sultanate military encampment. They've taken them by surprise, and there is a lot more better equipped Templars than there are of the Ayyubid Sultanate, which is normal. This actually happened in history. These guys crossed a confluence of the River Nile in order to surprise attack the Ayyubid Sultanate, which we'll see the effects of. Well, basically we'll see what happened as a result of this. We can already see a cavalry engagement on the right hand side. The spearmen are already being rushed to try and take out some of the horse archers. The Crusader cavalry, what have we got here? We have some of the military order cavalry are trying to shut down these horse archers because they can be very, very annoying as the battle progresses. So trying to shut those down as early as possible. We still have men falling into line, but the line is almost set up here. We have archers on the front already peppering into the enemy here. You can see huge holes cut into the Ayyubid Sultanate. They are taking heavy archer fire, and it's going to basically see how long these Ayyubid Sultanate can survive against this huge Templar force that also has artillery in its midst, some medium artillery, which is already pumping away at it. I mean, they are basically dealing a lot of damage to those thin front lines of these Sultanates. So the archers carry on to pepper away. The horse do withdraw now because they don't want to get too close to these horse archers because they can run away, shoot at them. And they just can basically be really annoying. So on the flanks here, we have some spearmen with archers behind. This will basically prevent these horse archers from harassing the infantry too much because the archers will just spray them down. We can see in the back here the commander of the Ayyubid looking very, very beautiful with the infantry line is being moved forward. So here we have some Venetian Marines, or Venetian Marines, I think that's how you pronounce it. These guys are mercenaries. They have been asked to join the battle as the Templars are very low on spearmen at the moment. They have very high morale, as you can see. They are ready to go. Their leaders look really cool with the plumed helmets. Look at that. Very colourful unit, that one. So the whole army is actually moving forward here. With the right flank also pushing up. I love these archer units. They look so cool. Now the Ayyubids seem to be holding their ground. They basically want to basically defend themselves. There's nothing else they can really do. I mean, they have got a settlement further north of here, which is where the Templars and the other English and French armies are heading towards. Obviously, they all come under the Crusader banner, and they're heading towards that settlement to try and take it for the Crusaders. And we'll see what happens to that in probably another video, because it's a very interesting story and a very clever tactic used by the Ayyubid to actually, well, I'm not going to spoil the outcome. So here we have the left flank pushing up. They're not afraid to get really close. I mean, these guys, they don't look like they're ready for a fight. Oh, they're starting to return some proper fire now, but these lines have been disrupted so much, they are not going to hold for very long. Look at the dead already littering the ground. Absolutely being decimated here. The horse archers can't really do much against this flank. Oh, here we go. What is this? There's been a cavalry charge onto the back. Now, we have missed a huge cavalry charge on the back of the Ironhawkbusiness here. Basically, this cavalry has charged the general, killed the general here. So the general is down, and they've lost all command. The morale is wavering, and that the Crusader cavalry contingent is wiped out pretty quickly. It's a shame we missed that, but you can't see everything. But the general has been wiped out for the Ironhawkbusiness. That's going to be a huge blow. Luckily, they managed to take out those 2 units of cav pretty quickly. But now, while that's been happening, the cav can't be used to disrupt any of the archers, and the infantry begins to close in. Some very heavy infantry the Templars are bringing in here. Beautiful textures in this mod, absolutely beautiful. They've got some fences to disrupt them a little bit, but no real archer cover towards this left flank. They're going to deal with these guys fairly easily. And the right flank is engaged. Spearmen versus spearmen. And there goes a cavalry charge to the back of their own men, but to help, they're melee cavalry, so they're going to be helping out with that fight. The general's dead. Just litter the ground here. One cavalry charge completely wiping them out. This is just the beginning of the Knights Templar campaign. They have got English armies further to the north of this river, crossing over, preparing to attack the northern territories of Egypt. There's a particular city that they want to take, and it's going to be a very interesting battle when we play that out, hopefully in the next video. There's been a huge hole punched through here. You can see 2 lines of the Ironhawkbusiness dead. And we can see that the archers are now being attacked by the main infantry force. Huge hole punched in there, and there's still more troops piling onto that gap. And what's this coming up behind? We have a unit of... let's have a look. What are these guys? Oh, oops. These guys are medium melee infantry or military order swordsmen. They're going to be coming up in the flanks. They're looking very tired, though. And look at them. They're absolutely knackered. A small unit of archers here, or foot soldiers. They're going to run straight away. Look at that. They've had enough already. These swordsmen will crash into the back of these archers, and the middle area will be completely shut down. And on the right-hand side, we have some spearmen. It seems like the horse archers haven't noticed these spearmen heading over. And here we go. These horse archers will be dead. Spearmen will absolutely destroy them when they're solitary. And that's a very big loss for the Ironhawkbusiness. With that lack of command, as their commander died almost straight away, they are wavering in the tactics front. Okay, some of the archers being moved up now just to disrupt any more of the Ironhawkbusiness as they clash with more infantry down here. Take a look at the action. Axe is absolutely hacking away. Doing a brilliant job. Look at that. Those shields look absolutely beautiful. My favorite unit on the map has got to be one of these cav units. Look at these guys. These are being saved for the later Crusades. There's going to be huge battles in the sieges in years to come. And they need to make sure they have a pretty intact army to support the English and the French armies that are traveling further up north, as I mentioned previously. And actually here, the Ironhawkbusiness Sultanate seem to have actually surrounded this one unit of swordsmen. And the Crusaders aren't lending any support, as far as I can tell. The horse archers, a few of them survived and run away, but the spearmen are still pursuing them. They're not really doing anything to avoid death. This left flank is falling. It's falling, but very slowly. They've put up a very good fight against these military order swordsmen. The battle seems to be drawing a close about now. The cavalry looks like it's going to go after this axe unit here. Let's try and catch the cavalry charge. Here we go. Let's catch this cavalry charge. The axe units are not ready. And that's a cavalry charge you don't want to be receiving. Oh, almost all of them go down. Oh my god. And if the Ironhawkbusiness Sultanate lose this, then they will be informed. The Mamelukes will be informed. And I'm sure they will respond with an iron fist. They will not accept the Templars, the French, and the Crusaders in general attacking Egyptian lands. And they will definitely be deterring this huge force, this is only a tiny part of the Crusader forces that have ambushed this camp, taken these Iobid by surprise. The general and some other cavalry units just sit at the back, overseeing the battle, not getting too involved. He doesn't want to waste any units that are not needed, that may be needed for battles to come. Okay, so it appears the cavalry have had enough of sitting around at the back, and they're just going to be moved up to finish off the last of the Iobid that are kind of they're fighting on, and they're actually beating these Crusaders here. And now they've realized what's going on. They've seen the cavalry, and the cavalry are coming down upon them. You can see them charging over on the horizon as the heat shimmers up above the ground. And they are very tired, these guys. These are the last Iobid on the field. And here comes the cavalry charge. Archer fire over the top. And the cavalry rush in. And this is it for the Iobid footmen. Look at that. Absolutely decimated almost instantly by the cavalry. Last contingent of cavalry are going to be heading towards settlements further north. They're going to be reporting this battle to the Mamelukes. And hopefully we can see a turnaround in the next battle for the Iobid. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I do intend to do more of these medieval kingdoms battles. I'll be taking things from history and playing them out the best I can. Obviously, these will probably come in 2 parts, as I cannot upload huge, very long videos. Because of my upload speed. It would take me literally 3 days to upload something like a 30-minute video. It is honestly that bad, which is annoying, but it can be solved, and we can do it in 2 parts. The second part of this campaign, I guess you could call it, is a siege, which I've mentioned a few times throughout this video, and it's an epic siege, trust me. We pulled off some very, very nice tactics, and some of the fighting was very unique and really, really fun. So make sure to stay tuned for that in the coming future. At the moment, I'm playing a Total War Attilla a lot more than I've been playing Mountain Blade recently. So I hope you will enjoy a little bit more Total War on this channel, as it does relate to it a lot, and I haven't really covered it enough, I feel like. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching yet again, and I will see you in the next one.